Thank you for this question. Actually, the first major challenge was to develop or to prove develop a proof of concept that when you click on a pixel on a normal digital camera still camera image, you can calculate its 3D coordinates, which was really a big challenge. In Israel, all let's say the professional and the expert told me that it's like a impossible mission to do it in this year. So what I did in 2012, I founded an international professional team from Belgium, from Louvain, from Spain, and also from Israel, and brought this proof of concept in 6 months. And on this proof of concept, I raised the first money for Datumate. The second major challenge was to find drone-based camera system from a promising global drone manufacturer. So we know that in order to build a robust system, we need to elevate our camera in the eye, let's say in the bird eyes, at least 50, 60, 70 meters. And it was not an easy task in that time because drones were only drone without any carrying and the camera system. So you can see in the slide that this is the first camera that we built, and I'm happy to see from all the audience one of our initial partner or first partners in the US who built the first drones in the USA by his own hand. So what we had to do in that time is using the internet and to look for special or promising firm that doing something like that. And then I noticed that in China there was a DJI new company in Shenzhen. So I fly to Shenzhen. I travel there to convince and assist the product team of DJI to develop their first Phantom 3 drone, all the necessary accessories such as appropriate camera. What is the appropriate camera? What is the specification of this camera? How to do it? And the auto control software and the radio transmitter. Actually, this technology enables us to bridge the gap between our software and its implementation in the construction and the server industry. You can see here the images or the photos from 2013, I think. Okay, you can see the two ladies of the product managers of DJI in that time, and you can see also the man that test our technology when he build or establish the first ground control points on Earth. Other challenges that I can remember, so was overcoming the skepticism of the traditional construction professionals. Surveyor, as you know, and civil engineer, they are very skeptic about the accuracy. So for them, it was too good to be true. Each sales process began with experimentation, pilot project, and then a deal. And this need a lot of efforts, a lot of travels, and a lot of professional explanation. And the fourth major challenge was the FAA regulation. So the FAA regulation, it was restricted the use of professional drone services without license. And we solved this issue by seeking in that time partners and companies that help our user to take the license or to achieve the license, or connecting between partners who are pilot firms with our customers. And another challenge that maybe I remember was capturing the images according to the best practice. As you know, as professional, you need to take the images or to capture the images in a specific way to prove or to assure that the accuracy is really good. And for that time, DJI did not have their own flight mission application. So we developed our own, that we call it DatuFlight app in that time, which we offered free to our customer as a quick and professional solution until DJI and other manufacturers develop their own applications. And the final challenge, what I remember, actually the shortage of young technological engineer entering the construction industry. The shortage negatively impacts the widespread adoption of new technology in the construction project, while many construction companies see Datumate as valuable SaaS construction data analytics platform. They often lack drone operators and time for training. And to overcome this, we collaborate with service provider to implement the solution from start to finish.
Excellent. Well, a question came in from our audience that I want to, it piggybacks directly on this, so I would love to know your thoughts. The question is, where can I get a list of cameras that DatuBim has reliable internal calibration? So whether that's something you have off the top of your head or something we can ultimately get to our listeners, do you have any off the top of your head that are a list of cameras you
have? I can answer in a very easy way. DatuBim actually is camera agnostic. We don't care about the camera type that you work with, but we require that you use, like we say, a camera with a mechanical shutter. If you work with mechanical shutter camera, it means that we will be able to calibrate this camera automatically and without need to know or to input to our software the camera types. We will detect all the parameters of the camera automatically. You can also use the cameras that its resolution bigger than 20 megapixel camera as a recommendation. Okay, but we don't have like a list of camera that we recommend. We recommend a specification of camera. Every camera that you use with this specification, you can use it in a very reliable way.